So today we have with us Julie Anderson, a former high-ranking member of Monet. I don't know how to pronounce Monat Monet. We're here to delve in her experiences, gain insight into the MLM world, and to learn about the lessons she has taken away from it. So thank you for joining us, Julie. I hope I introduced you in the correct way, but let me know. You can introduce yourself too.
You did a great job. That's exactly it. That's a good summary. And nobody knows how to pronounce Monate. It's supposed to be, when I was in it, people would say it's modern nature. That's what it's supposed to stand for. So then Monate. But I like everybody just saying it however they want to.
How were you introduced to Monet and what motivated you to join?
To even go back just a little bit before that, without going into like the whole history of my entire life, I didn't understand that multi-level marketing companies were pyramid schemes. I didn't understand that it's this global racket. It's a fraud. I had grown up with exposure to Amway, Avon, Mary Kay, my parents, buying these products. So I didn't understand that this even existed, that multi-level marketing existed to this extent that it does. I was on Facebook one day and I saw a friend of mine who we had competed in a number of races in triathlon, particularly long distance triathlon. Both of us did half Ironman races and Ironman races. And I saw her posting these pictures of her hair. She's posing and she's talking about this amazing shampoo. And I thought, like, this is so out of the norm. I've never seen her post anything like this before, but I trust her because she's my friend. So even at that point, I'm making it make sense, thinking if she is already her behavior is so out of the norm of what she regularly behaves, there must be a really good reason why, because she's a really good person. So I followed her for a little bit, like watching what she was posting, and I decided to order this shampoo, this Monate shampoo, because I was experiencing thinning hair. And when I ordered this first shampoo, I didn't sign up as a customer, like as a VIP customer. That's what they call the getting on auto ship with Monate. I've since learned that a lot of multi-level marketing companies have these same three options: retail customer, some kind of customer, that classification that you're getting on auto shipment. And they might say things like Monate does. It's not auto ship, it's flex ship. You don't have to order every month the same thing. And the third option is you can get your products at a discount and make a little bit of extra money. I signed up as a retail customer because I didn't want to get any auto shipments. And I didn't tell her. And when I used the shampoo for the first time, I noticed a really big difference in my hair. My hair looked good. I remember it was like it was moving differently. It wasn't weighed down. So I thought, this stuff is really cool. Like, I had a really positive experience with it. And as I started to purchase more and more of these products, I was added to a customer group. And I could see that this was really exciting. All these people are really liking the products too. And I'd only ever used just like Tresemme shampoo and conditioner. I'd never really done my hair. Except like back in 1990, I'd curl my hair with like spraying it. It would smoke, and then I'd take it off with brown crud on it, and then I'd throw out the curling iron. So I started to buy all these different products and doing my hair, and I was feeling really good. And she would let me know every time there was a flash sale. And I thought it was just such a courtesy. And I thought, well, maybe I should sign up as this VIP customer, because then I'll save this money. She said, you only have to ever purchase 3 of these flex ship orders in your lifetime. You've already purchased like 6 or 7, Julie. You could have been saving money. And I thought, okay. So you have to pay to become this VIP customer as well, which they liken that to buying a Costco membership. Also, if you sign up to become a distributor. So it wasn't very long. I got sucked in because I thought, my hair is looking so good. I did have people complimenting me on my hair. Yeah. And I thought I could be selling this stuff, but I didn't yet understand that it was multi-level marketing. I just thought that I would be purchasing the products and I would be selling them out of my gym bag. Maybe I'll make an extra $40. So this is an important thing to tell people, is because I had contacted her and I said, I think I'm ready to sign up as a market partner. That's what they call the consultant or distributor or rep, whatever it is that you're going to sell this business opportunity. And she said to me, well, which product pack do you want to sign up with? And I said, I don't know. Which one should I? And she said, you should sign up with the largest, because we only have one chance when you become a market partner to sign up with a product pack. And we all regret not choosing the largest product pack, because you get all these products. Look at the selection. Yeah. You get 2 Rejuvenate oil intensives. You get all this new stuff, and you're saving 50% off. But what she didn't tell me is that when I sign up with the biggest product pack, she gets a huge bonus, the bonus for into the pyramid scheme. So when I was like, okay, but I felt kind of bewildered and rushed. And I remember at the time she said, well, I'm going to stay on the line right now. I'm going to contact Monat and I'm going to get you, like, cancel your VIP membership and then transfer you, like, you can become a market partner. And I remember thinking to myself, like, this is going so fast. Like, did I actually agree to this?
Because a lot of people are saying, I just want the discounts, or like, I'm not really into like selling. I just love the product. You're not forced to do these things. Like, what will you say to that? Like, were you...
People that say that are already indoctrinated into the cult. Yes. This is something that happens across multi-level marketing. Yes. Everyone will say a wide variety of things. One of the most common is, but nobody held a gun to my head or my which goes against coercive control. That's that coercive control. It's like abusive relationships. Nobody holds a gun to your head. It's just ridiculous. But we also say, I just signed up for the discount. What harm can it be? That's a problem in itself, because the biggest indicator that these things are a pyramid scheme is that most of the distributors are the customers. So by people defending it, saying, but you don't understand. I'm not a part of anything wrong because I just signed up for a discount. You don't understand. This isn't a pyramid scheme because we sell products. You don't understand. This MLM isn't a pyramid scheme because pyramid schemes are illegal. If you're saying any one of those things, you're already indoctrinated. People, even at like the customer level, are already groomed to start saying and believing these things.
Yes. Can you tell me how much like a bottle of like shampoo is in Monat?
This is something that I'm happy that I have forgotten, but I think there's the 3 different price points. Retail customer is exorbitantly high. And so it might be, I mean, it could be like 60, 70, $60 Canadian, maybe.
$60?
Yeah. It could be $60 Canadian, and then you'd have to pay for shipping, which is ridiculous. Like, it's like $15 on top of that. And then you're paying GST, like the tax, and then maybe additional tax depending on what province you're in. But this is something that I also have pieced together since I was that one of the main arguments that people are within multi-level marketing justifying that this is a legitimate business will say there is retail sales. There are no retail sales. I noticed that when I was in Monat, I thought, why are the retail sale prices so high?
Yes. Yeah.
Nobody's buying them. You only can get a discount, which is overpriced product, which still barely gets to the price which they should be priced, even when you get in at a distributor level. You get in at a VIP customer level, then you're saving 15% off, which reduces the price from this exorbitant retail price. Nobody's buying these retail products. There's outliers like me that was like, I don't know what a multi-level marketing company is. Oh, I really like my friend. Her hair looks great. I don't want an auto ship. I'll just buy these products. But then I spent enough money where I then decided to purchase this membership to get on auto ship. But most people aren't purchasing retail products. This retail price. It's too high.
Yeah.
The most of the sales are coming from the distributors, which is the problem. It's not safe. It's not an excuse. It doesn't make it legitimate or a valid business model because not you, but people say, I just signed up for the discount. That is the problem.
Yeah. The discounts is like really not really a discount. The discounted price is the price. The retail price that they're saying is too high because it's like they want you to join. in order to get the discount. But the markup in MLM is just like some of them are 300% for the value that you're getting. A shampoo, let's just say $60, I'm never gonna like, no matter like what it does to my hair, I'm never gonna spend $60 for a shampoo.
It's like the cult
Yeah,
part, the cult phobia. So
yeah,
a lot of these products, like Monade included, have like they have really good products. People really do
yeah.
like them.
Mm-hmm.
People really do believe they're getting benefit from them, and
Yeah,
they could actually be getting benefit from them. Some of the products are horrible. There's a lot of products that aren't horrible, and so it's hard to get through to people when they've already seen a benefit, and maybe they have tried other products and they haven't found anything that has been beneficial to them. They finally find something, and it's like, you're going to take this shampoo out of my cold dead hands. I don't care what you say. So on top of that, like that positive feeling, they're already in a very sophisticated thought reform program, a commercial cult that is multi-level marketing. It doesn't matter which one you're in. You're already surrounded by people. Maybe you're at the customer level, VIP customer level. We were coached, and this goes all the way back to Amway, keep people around the campfire long enough and they just might catch a spark. The best consultants, the best people to stay in long enough are the people that just purchase for the discount. You keep them around the campfire, you expose them to the culture, they love the products, they love the community. Those people then are like, okay, I'm going to make it, I'm going to sell. They finally get like more of that indoctrination into them. So when you believe that this product is nothing else will work for you, that is a cult
and
phobia.
they
I
say
learned that from
that.
Stephen Hassan. Yeah.
Yeah, and they say that like there's no other shampoo or there's no other product like this. This is the only product. And I love like how you're honest about that, because some people are like, oh, the MLM products are like trash, but I mean, you love the product.
I
So
did.
yeah,
Absolutely. I purchased Rodan and Fields for a
yeah,
time. I purchased Senegent's makeup.
yeah.
And I purchased Monat. Now Monat's shampoo and stuff, it didn't work for me for the last, like, I thought it was like a year and a half, 2 years, but it might have been even longer because I look back at videos that I made and my hair doesn't look good. But I really like their skincare. I mean, I loved everything. I thought Monat was just the best. But
So
I did like some of the products. When I
yeah,
left, I didn't purchase any of them. No makeup, no skincare from any company because I can't. There's no way. There's so many other options out there. And what really scared me was my reaction to using another shampoo after leaving Monat. It was a big deal and it was ridiculous. I'd already started reading Stephen Hassan's Combating Cult Mind Control, where I first learned that term cult phobia. And I thought, oh my God, this same thing is happening with products. The fear of what will happen when you leave a cult. So it's the fear of what can happen if you stop using your shampoo or your makeup or your supplements. And I had a VIP customer of mine who was waking up at the same time I was. And I said, I can't be a part of this any longer. I was giving her, information that I was learning, I was waking up to. And she also was terrified to stop using Monat. She wasn't a market partner. She was a customer. If you're involved in one of these, if you're just purchasing, you are part of a commercial cult. Whether you want to admit it or not, you're part of the pyramid scheme.
so that's interesting, cult phobia. So I'm gonna read more into that. But yeah, I mean, Steve Hassan is like the OG of like cult deprogramming, right? So if you don't know who Steve Hassan is, I'm gonna put like a link. Yeah, he's like, he's a doctor, right? Dr. Steve
Yes,
Hassan.
PhD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PhD, yeah. So can you describe your journey climbing up the ranks? So how did you achieve your highest rank? And what is your highest rank in
My
money?
highest rank was MMB, Managing Market Builder. And I achieved it, I think, it was like 4 or 5 months of being in Monat.
Oh,
So it's important to note that there was nobody
that's
else in my
fast.
area. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fast. And I've since learned that can be one of the typical ways that it can happen, especially if you're the first in your area, to
Yes.
really have like exposure. And I had I when I purchased Monat and I thought, okay, I'm going to sell this stuff. I was looking around, I saw nobody else was really going for it, not like selling it like how I thought. I'm going to post in Facebook groups. I'm going to start making live videos. Nobody was doing that, not like the extent that I knew I could do. So
Yeah.
that played a big part of me, attracting a lot of people to me. I was one of the people that I didn't get a lot of warm market. A lot of my friends and like family, my mom was the first person to sign up. So, I mean, it's like typical. Most of my customers and most of my market partners, the people that ended up selling, they were people that I might have had like a bit of like contact with, but we weren't really close. But a lot of them were just strangers. And it was from like me making these posts, like, which I really like creating content. So in the first 3 months of Monat, typical, like most multi-level marketing companies, they have something called a smart start, could be called fast start.
Yeah, fast start, like
So they say to you, before your product pack even arrives, you
yeah,
can start recruiting because this is an amazing business opportunity.
yeah.
Have a launch party, write down a list of 10 people that you would love to do this business with, reach out to them. There's all these activities that you need to do. And I did all those activities. And because in these 3 months, they give you all these bonuses if you hit these certain goals.
Mhm.
And if you recruit 4 VIP customers to you, and then you get 1 market partner, that's called a block. And if you get 3 blocks, then you've built a Mo neighborhood. And so you get all these
Yeah,
bonuses. It's very confusing.
yeah.
They're like, for every VIP customer, you get $25. And if you get 4, then you get another $75. And then for a block bonus, there's all these bonuses. And it's just like, oh, it's almost like playing the machine. You're like, oh, this is just so amazing. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm making so much money. And so I maximized all those bonuses during that 3 months. Pretty much what I was doing was just posting on Facebook every day. And nobody had really seen anything like it in the small community I was in. And so I attracted a lot of people to me. They would come over to my house. I would wash their hair in my kitchen sink. They would just bend over and I'd make it fun. I didn't know what I was doing. I certainly wasn't like any kind of specialist or like, no, but I said, I'd have a stack of towels and be like, well, if like water starts to come down all over the place, this is the oh shit towel. Just like cover up, oh shit. And then people would have a good experience. And then I would explain, oh, there's 3 ways to purchase. I did all of that. And I believe it because I hit it so hard into my community on social media, that's why I ranked up so quickly. But then after that 3 months, those bonuses died down. But even though it took me like 4 or 5 months to get to that rank, I wasn't able to maintain that rank either. I did end up losing it when Monat started to have lawsuits. So that was pretty much, I hope, does that answer your question about the journey up to the ranks? Like,
Yes, yes. So coming into Monet, going up the ranks, you really believed in the business opportunity. So this is what I want people to say. Like when we talk about MLM like members, right? We're not saying they're scamming people and they have like evil motives. Like these people believe in their MLM, right? They're not trying like your friends that you trust. They're not really trying to scam you. They really believe this is a good business opportunity. We're against the MLM structure, the system, right? So how high did you go?
okay, yeah, managing market builder was the top 0.68% of Monat. And it's not even at like what they
That's
consider
hard to get.
a director
Yeah.
or leadership level.
Yeah.
But this is really important for people to know because we hear the statistics all the time. More than 99% of people have to lose money in all of these schemes.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the top a fraction of the 1% in Monat. And the most I ever earned in 1 year was just under $13,000 Canadian. Even the people that are in the top are hardly making any money.
So just to give context, because it's a lot of money in the Philippines, 13,000
right? Yes,
Canadian dollars. But how much is like the minimum wage in Canada?
That's a good question. I think it's 1650 an hour. But this also is important to note that money I earned, that is before expenses. That is before all the products that I'm purchasing every month, all the additional coaching, me flying out to Mon8's event, their convention center. I didn't make anything. I spent far more than the $13,000. So where I add up all the slips that of the pay that I earned, I didn't make anything.
And you're like in the top, you said 0.6%?
68%, top 68%. Yeah. And you can look it up because that's what I did. I was like, wow, it took me like about a year and a half after I had been out and speaking out, where I finally looked back at where I was in that compensation plan. And I was speaking with you before about this. There's almost this weird shame speaking out, saying, no, actually, I was in the top 1%, but I wasn't making any money. I didn't qualify for the car. I wasn't at the rank that you could stay at for 3 months in order to achieve the car. But my story is quite common. And there hasn't been a lot of stories like mine out there where it's like, I was actually in that top 1% and showing there is no money. Even in that top 1%, you have to go up even higher and higher and higher.
So what do you say for the people who are saying like most anti-MLM YouTubers that was from other MLMs are speaking out because we didn't make it, because we didn't work hard enough, and we're like we're lazy, we're losers, we're haters. What do you say to those people? Like you were saying earlier that you work your ass off.
Yeah. Well, I've since learned that this is a common cult response, and it's something that I believe too. And I couldn't even hear when what people were saying when they were criticizing multi-level marketing. I really believed that they were just spewing hate. So, and you need to. It's that us versus them. It's very black and white. And I was one of the people that really worked hard, and I have evidence of it because a lot of people that were in Mon8 and also the coaching cult I was part of called Rank Makers gave me a lot of credit. I won all these contests and people would point to me and hold me up as an example. You need to work as hard as she does. So they can't go back now and say, I didn't work hard. What they attempt to say now is, well, she had just like a terrible mindset. And that's really what sabotaged her in the end. But I was one of these people that I was prospecting at my height. I was prospecting 200 people a day, cold prospecting. I'd work my way up to that because sometimes I'd get blocked on Instagram and Facebook. We'd brag about it. Oh, I'm in Facebook jail. Congratulations. Prospecting so many people. Like,
I hear about that.
Hey, Elaine, I know we don't know each other, but I see that you're interested in insurance.
Yeah.
I'm curious, would you be open to taking a look at insurance? I do, if not, no big deal. And I just like bang those out. On top of that, I'd be following up with 40 people a day because I found that ratio of me prospecting 200 people, me following up with 40 people, I wouldn't get into Facebook or Instagram jail.
Yeah.
And then I would also be doing at least one Facebook live video every day. And this wasn't just on like, buy shampoo. No. I would read a book and I would like, say, for example, I would be reading Ponzinomics, but I wouldn't actually be reading. Maybe I would wake up then and I would say, I've read this book and I'm going to share with you 3 takeaways from this book. And it would have nothing to do with Mon8. But the whole point is to, be as appeal to as many as people as possible on any topic. I did stuff on muskox, wool, any topic you could think of. If you would like my notes from this book, send me a message and I'll get that right off to you. People would send me a message and then I'd be like, well, just curious.
Yeah. So they put on the door. Yeah.
Yeah, I do videos like that. And that took a lot of time to prepare and to make it like, entertaining. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to like, this is me and I'm putting the shampoo. I did videos like that too, though. I'd be in the shower washing my hair. This is the importance to do 2 shampoos. I made a complete ass of myself, but I did at least 1 live video every day for 3.5 years straight. And I say at least because I had a customer group that I would do live videos in. I had a team group, and my team was called You Are Awesome because I wanted to feel awesome.
Yeah.
And then I had a business page on Facebook. And then when I got onto Instagram, I was doing lives on Instagram, and then I was also doing lives on TikTok.
You're very successful in TikTok. Like where you see, like I'm saying to most of the my M the MLM members that are hating on me. I'm not saying that they're bad people. I'm not saying that they're losers, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying that they have this talent and skills that they can apply to something else that
Yes.
can make them successful, because MLM will
Yes.
not make them successful.
Yes. Those 4 points that Robert Fitzpatrick makes about every multi-level marketing company. I think if there is like somebody who believes, oh, these are two other haters. They're just that's what it feels like. It felt like that when I was in. I couldn't hear. It felt like a brick wall came down, and it really scared me. And I'm like, well,
Don't want to listen to it, basically.
Yeah, they don't want to listen to it. But if you are watching this and you're happening to still be here, these are the 4 characteristics that everybody is talking about. They're not talking about you or your behavior. I mean, sometimes it is your behavior because
it's sometimes too much.
Pay to play.
Yeah.
Endless chain recruitment. It's recruiting mandate, and it's extreme money transfer from the bottom to the top. And if you just think of those 4 things, write them down, take them to your MLM coach, take them to your upline, you're going to see they cannot answer them. They're going to tell you that even if you waste time on this is self-sabotaging yourself. You are not going to make it. That's not healthy. Anything that is legitimate can bear scrutiny. That's what Stephen Hassan says. Yes. And it's true. So please think of those 4 things. That will help you.
So how many hours do you think you work a day, like on this MLM?
I have said about 16 to 18 hours a day because I was on my phone all the time. I was just checking. Anytime. Plus, I would be making content in my stories.
Yes.
And so anybody that would leave a like or a heart on a story, we were coached then to send them a message too. Hi, thank you for liking my story. Nobody likes your story if they look at it, because you can see who looks at your stories.
Yes.
You can go send them a message. Thank you for looking at my story. Just curious. Have you ever thought about trying Monade? If not, no big deal. Like that. So it was all the time. It's on top of creating content, prospecting, following up, attending trainings, creating content for like each of my groups. This takes a lot of time. And then responding to everybody's comment. And then any team members that I have that are like concerned that they're not recruiting people because there's something wrong with their mindset, I'm helping them. It's not an exaggeration to say 16 to 18 hours. I was just on my phone all the time. I couldn't get away from just watching trainings, working, all for nothing.
So Julie, can you describe how your involvement in MLM affected your personal relationships, like with people outside of the MLMs?
Everybody became, it was like I had a filter put over me. And it's like the cult identity. And I could only see everybody through that filter. Everybody needed to get into Monade. They needed to get my shampoo. They needed to get the sunscreen. They needed to get the skincare. Everybody you'll hear that expression, everybody is seen as a transactional relationship, but it's more than that. It's that it is this, I know better than you. I feel resentment or disappointment that you're not even purchasing from me. So all of my relationships, they were seen as you're either supporting me or you're not. And depending on how close we were, and it would be like my reaction to people. So I know that people could sense that I was disappointed that they weren't doing business with me or supporting me. I was trying to recruit them into a cult. And in order to do that, I really believed I didn't think I was in a cult. I just
Yeah,
was so
nobody
excited.
knows.
I thought everybody's
Yeah,
gonna love this. Like you'd
yeah,
be absolutely nuts not to.
yeah.
All you have to do is just give me a chance. All I need is 5 minutes of your time. All you need to do is let me wash your hair. Oh, just this constant. So for my personal relationships, I respected some of them where they were like, they're not going to purchase from me. Thank goodness they still remain my friends, like my best friend. She
Yeah,
had told me this is a pyramid scheme. And I said all the things. This
yeah.
isn't a pyramid scheme because we sell products. You don't understand. This is helping single mothers and veterans who have been praying for a business opportunity. And it was like 5 years later, I texted her and I said, remember when you told me I was in a pyramid scheme? You were right. So fortunately, I
Yeah,
had relationships outside of it where they
yeah.
tolerated me and people said they would tune into my live videos. But I can't say that every person I interacted with at all times, I always had Mon 8 on my mind, always.
So yeah, I wanted to say too. I mean, for people who watch The Vow, it's about the Nexium cult. I think Mark said that nobody really joins a cult. They join a good thing. They join like they think it's gonna help people. It's helping people. But nobody knows that they're in a cult because if they know, they're not gonna be in a cult.
That's right. They
And
say, I just
yeah,
signed up for the discount.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm
what they
just trying
say.
to help veterans. Yeah, I just want my hair beautiful, right? So, my last question for you in this video, is what are the expenses? Tell me about like the conferences, the trainings that you have to go to, and yeah, how much did you spend? Like,
Yeah. I
like
still don't know how much
estimate.
I spent. I don't have the stomach to. And when we're in multi-level marketing, we're taught that these aren't expenses, that this is an investment in yourself. And with
Investment.
that, an investment and controlling language and redefining words is another way that cults control you. And to us, this makes complete sense. Writing off, like, say, purchasing a $497 course, internet course
Yeah.
on whatever you're going to do, prospecting made easy, how to make your first $1,000 in network marketing, things like this. You don't need to actually calculate that as an expense or even track it because it's an investment in yourself. Because 5 years or 10 years from now, you're going to be a millionaire. You're not even going to be worried about this measly $500. That's
Uh,
what we're thinking. Nobody in multi-level marketing is tracking income and expenses anyway. So that's important. There's not one training. When I was in 5 years in taking additional coaching from rank makers and then also with Mon 8, not one person trained on just simply have 2 columns, track your income, track your expenses. And it would fall apart otherwise. People would start seeing through. So a lot of the expenses that I incurred, I was in 2 commercial cults simultaneously, Mon 8, and then the coaching one called Rank Makers. And this was for, I purchased additional MLM special coaching because I thought there must be something wrong with my mindset. If I'm not getting to the top of my compensation plan, I must get special coaching. So the cost that I incurred or the expenses I incurred in Mon 8 would be a monthly website fee. There are lots of small expenses that seem to be, well, it's not really that big a deal. I'm not tracking them anyway. $19.95. This will track your customers, all your customers. You're going to know when it's their birthday, so you can buy them maybe something or send them a little card. This is another expense you don't really do. Larger expenses can start to be to go to the Monations, the annual event. It's can be in, there was one in Columbus, Ohio. That's the one I attended. And I live in Southern Alberta. It costs a lot of money to travel to Columbus, Ohio, and then to get accommodations and
exactly.
it's a lot. And then to get all your food,
Yeah, the
this is like
car
2,000
rental.
bucks, 2,000, 3,000 bucks easy. And then there are all the multiple various like trainings. So online trainings that, you can, this special new thing from Mon 8 leaders only pay, $50 or $97 or $19.97. This one's free. This one you have to pay for. But the biggest expense was through rank makers. That was the additional multi-level marketing coaching. So it was a $20 a month fee, unless then I purchased a lifetime membership when the pandemic hit. I spent $100 US. And then I got various challenges, various courses. So there'd be additional Facebook groups that would be started. And for 14 days, you would be given a task to do a daily live video, and you would be marked on it. And this is going to generate leads for your multi-level marketing business. This could cost $7, $17, $27. How to prospecting and duplication summit, all these courses, so many courses. And then there was the coaching, which I was spending about $800 US a month for the 100K inner circle coaching. Plus with rank makers, they also had their event similar to Monations, but it's just smaller, which I attended in Florida. So it's like tens of thousands of dollars. I don't know how much I spent.
Yeah, it adds up. Like
Yeah.
$800. So,
US. And I'm in Canada. That's like $10,000 a month.
There's so many things that I learned from Julie, and like I appreciate you like trying to reach out for the people here, Filipino Americans, like people in the Philippines that want to understand MLM from a perspective of like someone who is inside and was successful. So the next part of this video is gonna be in Julie's channel. So I'm gonna put a link. So her channel is her name, Julie Anderson. And you have to, if you wanna know how she realized that, oh my gosh, I am in a commercial cult. If you want to know like the lessons that she learned that she want to tell you, you have to go to this link, and let's see each other in her channel and watch all the videos, because you're gonna learn a lot from Julie. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share this video.